Welcome to Sharon Review. The reason why I came on here, just to let you guys know, I honestly think Amber should tell Dave. The reason why the podcast is gonna start, and she needs to get in front of it before it goes left. Yes, Dave have a pass. Everybody has a pass. And honestly, if he really does love her, then it shouldn't matter. But I think him being a marketer, it's good, and he knows a lot of people. It's good to get this out before she start the podcast, because it is going to be all over, nationwide, all around the world. And he could get his PR people them ahead of this, so that way they can I do not know what they can do to bluff to not let it so the blow so dramatic, you know what I mean? But it's good if you have a secret. Your ex-husband is not her ex. Her husband is a petty little devil. Her boyfriend is a petty little devil. So this is my opinion. I think she should. Normally, as I told you guys before, your past shouldn't dictate your future. And you don't have to tell your present about your past. But in this instance, she's going on a podcast. That can come out. Shayla knows about it. Honeypot knows about it. Wayne knows about it. Denisha, except Denisha, of course, to our knowledge, does not know. So if they've worked with them, somebody can slip, and then he would look a certain way, right? And I'll go outside the computer. I was sitting in front of the computer. So that is. Sorry, guys. Yeah, sorry. So this is why I said it's better if she tells him. Normally, I would agree she shouldn't. And the reason why I brought it up, Wayne said to her, "Oh, so he doesn't know." You understand? And then he says, "Oh, I turn on my flashlight." Yeah. So this is why I says it's best you don't let nobody have any ammunition to all over your head. So I wasn't coming from a place of vindictiveness. I don't like Amber or whatever, but I'm in my feelings. If it's bothering her that much, tell the man. He says he loves her, and you guys says he loves her, and God sent this married woman to him. So, and he bought her a house, so she should be able to can. She doesn't know about the house yet. She should be able to can trust him to tell him about that. He has, and his past is not secret clean either. As Evelyn said, he cheat also. Yeah. So it is what it is, right? Something ain't right with my foot. Yeah, so that's where I was coming up from. So that is why I came back on to let you guys know that's my full thinking of where I am thinking from a different point of view. And as you can see on the panel, we all have different perspective. And you guys also have different perspective also. But in my honest, humble opinion, Amber should tell Dave. Dave's sister is sending Evelyn to be embarrassed herself because Dave don't want her. Okay. And honestly, as I can see, Dave only have eyes for Amber. And the reason why I'm saying this, it looks like they are splitting the Dalton them up for permanently. Or maybe for a time, I'm not sure. But they're definitely splitting them. They were, so in my humble opinion, they were, I think, was there for a short period. But it gone on so bad now, I think that is why Dave is here. And I think why Denisha is there. And I saw that hug between Wayne and Denisha. and he takes her for a sister. And you see her, she was looking pleasant when she was hugging him. So let's see if she's really a sister to Wayne. You know what I mean? Anything is possible. You know, anything is possible. But I don't like the fact that they're making Amber be worried about a situation that was long time ago. You know what I mean? And I saw that, and that just irritates my spirit so much. That is why I was mentioning it. Alani says, watch Larry goes off and Brooke for canceling college because of Isaiah. You know what? Brooke is too much. I think I will do a premiere on that. Yeah, I'll look at it. I will do a deep dive into that. Or we can do it now on here. She is a young girl. That is her first heartbreak. The guy took her virginity, and of course, she gave it up because him didn't just take it from her. She decided that they're doing it, and they both come to a decision that they're doing it together, right? So it is really dumb of her to throw away her future for what? For foolishness. It's not checking for her like that. She have somewhere to be. She have something to do with her life. So she should go to college and do better for herself. Sharon, can I ask you, Anthony looks so old than everyone on the skit. It cannot be stress alone. So what you think? With Anthony looking stressed? Honestly, I'm not really stunting Anthony. I have to take a look at Anthony when I see him again. When he's with Denisha, he seems happy. When Wayne was over there with Delicia and with Lauren, Anthony looks happy with Denisha. I do not know if he was faking it or what he was. All that, you know what I mean? So, but he keep on rubbing his head. Denisha belittling him just like what Shayla was doing. It started. So I see that. So let's see. I do not know what God plan is because he's wearing his shirt. And he has Jeremiah, whatever there on the back of his shirt. With the God as a plan. Remember the one that the dad talked to him about in the kitchen? That's the shirt he was wearing yesterday. Yep. So let's see what God plan is. But right now I'm only going to speak on what I am seeing. Yes, he did wear that shirt. But with the stress of Anthony, I honestly I didn't penetrate him. I'll go and take a look. Gigi says, Sharon, you were used to Wayne writing negative for Amber character. That's why I tired to skip so much. The reason why Wayne write that for Amber character, Gigi, and I told you this morning, and this is my humble opinion. People forgive Amber. They will give Amber a pass no matter what. If Amber is wrong, she did good. If Amber good, she's good. Everybody else can do wrong except her. Because no matter what, Amber fan is going to back her. This is why they write it, because that's what the audience want. They want the toxicity. So, but if people chooses to call her out on her BS, then I think the writer will do a better job with that character because she has lots of potential, right? And they're doing what is best for them right now. So they're just throwing spaghetti on the wall and they're going off of what the audience wants, right? Larry needs to sit down and really have a clear and honest talk with his daughter. She's going through the motion of breakup. Keep Bethany out of it. Let her know she's going to college, period. Okay, so they should call her mom in. Since they're saying Bethany is not her mother, I haven't watched this kid, so I really cannot go off her. I'm just on the assumption, so you guys are telling me about it, right? I see that his friend, the only one I watched, and I didn't even get to finish, the friend told her that Isaiah came, he went to a girl house to pick up Isaiah from there, and the mom caught him in the girl room. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. But for her to not want to go to college, just nonsense. Just nonsense, period. And that says Bethany is nothing to her. So the best they can do, call her mother over. And he and her mother can discuss that. That's what I have to say on that one. Until I take a very good look at Brooke. I think I should do a deep dive in that. Sanita says, oh, hi, dear darling. Please hit the like button. Thank you, dear Angela. And then Sanita, Sharon, Anthony father is going to take his lobster dinner. I know, that was a good one you put in the live just now. Dinner from him very soon. CE set it in a goal today with that hug. Yes, he did give her a hug and she went and sit down like nothing happened. I just take a little peek at it before I come outside here. Wayne seemed to, yes, Wayne seemed to low-key interest in Denisha. He's invested in her a little too much. Maybe because he wants to pay Anthony back for Amber's marriage. I'm not sure. As Charmaine was saying, because Charmaine get to watch that skit. I didn't get to watch it. Charmaine says that he was thanking her, asked her where she's from. She's from the street. The two of them get along together. You know, it is yada yada. So goodbye, Lauren. I thought he would have spoke to the ladies about the contract today, but because of Amber tardiness to the podcast this morning, I get sidetracked. I thought he would have mentioned it because, to me, in my honest opinion, I think he wants the ladies them to get along and they should work as a team, because if they work as a team, everything will flow nicely. That's my humble opinion. Anthony, look, that is not stress alone. Okay, Senator. I think I will take a look at Anthony because I haven't. When I see him with Denisha, I glimpse it and I don't really look too much into it, right? But I saw that he was happy with her and Wayne was there and they were kicking with Lauren. I was looking at Lauren and Denisha having the speaker of Honeypot and the speaker phone. I'm just going back up to see Sharon. Where? Yeah, hold on. Sharon, can I say Anthony look old? Okay, you said that. I'm just seeing if I miss anything that you guys say earlier. Let me just come back up. Hi, Antoinette, how are you? Santa says, Sharon, can I ask you from Amber? Leave until you, Anthony, looks so old than anyone on this. Yeah, it's true. He looks different from she left him. I think if she tells him she thinks she will lose him, Antoinette says. You know what? If you're gonna think that way, he wasn't meant to be. If he's meant to be and she told him the truth, then they're meant to be. That's my honest opinion. You understand what I'm saying, Antoinette? Yeah. So if she's gonna worry about losing him, that means that he was never meant to be yours. Sorry to say, but I'm not sorry. That's how it is. Do Anthony have the world on his head? Let him look like that. Let him look like that? Yes or not? I think so. He honestly doesn't want that divorce, but he's making himself believe the fairy tale that Denisha is going to make him happy. And Wayne is telling him, yes, keep Denisha around. Because you know what? He actually wants Denisha at that podcast. I do not know for what reason, but for the mess, because it's gonna hear next month, everything gonna be crystal clear to us. That's true, Sanat. I definitely agree. Even if Dave and Amber don't end up, she can find someone better. Exactly. So she don't need to worry about that. And as she said in the meeting, if you tell the truth, it shall set you free. So she just have to apply it to her own life. I think Amber needs to get back into the word and let God fight her battles for her. But honestly, she and Dave, you know what she need to do is get that divorce. Yeah, that's what she need to do, get the divorce from Anthony. That's my honest opinion. Get the divorce and let the chips fall where it may. Yeah. And as Charmaine says, if Denisha worked the 50%, then sign the divorce paper. which is not. Brooke mine has been messed up since she gave away her V card. They need to send her to a therapy ASAP. Pre-marital intimacy is not good idea, especially for teens. Exactly, Angela. You're absolutely right. But does Bethany knows that she gave away her V card, or does her dad know that? So, or are they gonna send her to a therapy if she's not telling them? Bethany really doesn't support Larry. He can't talk to his daughter with her being around. Sharon needs to be there. Sounds good. Sharon, the royal blue is your great queen color. It looks fab. Oh, thank you, darling. You should see me in yellow. When I was younger, they says me look nice in yellow. Mm. All right. So thank you, darling. And then thank you, Angela. Something is up. Something up the way Wayne is invested in Denisha. I guess Shayla is going to eventually get Amber's husband. I don't think so. Honestly, in my humble opinion, Anthony has moved on from Shayla. I don't think him have that love for her. It transfers to Denisha. And I think if there is change and then if God has a plan, I'm not saying it is, but I'm just speaking outside the box because I'm just calling a spade again, just for you guys to understand. If says they're going to give us a plot twist and the Daltons get back together, they have to be changes, right? And the two of them have to learn and change. Amber has to change, Anthony has to change. And I don't see, if you really look at the interaction between Anthony and Shayla and Anthony interaction, she wants him, but does she loves him? No. Anthony has changed from her and it transferred to Denisha. And if his daddy takes Denisha from him, then he won't have no more lobster dinner. Then he'll definitely need the emergency. So you never know. Maybe Piari. You never know. Hi, dear goddess. Good evening. Please hit the like button. Thanks, chat. Okay. Thank you. Tyrene says, Shayla missing with Tamara mind. Yes. You know, at this point with Tamara, I give up with Tamara. If Tamara would just move out of, if Tamara could just move out of Shayla's house, that would be good for her, and she get around her good friends, Latoya and Shantae. I think that will be better for her. Lee says, my question is, who is gonna approach Denisha first, Dave or Wayne? Lee, behave yourself. I'm not sure because as you can see, Dave have eyes only for Amber now. So far we are seeing because we're just calling a spade a spade. And Wayne, I don't know because Wayne was looking because there was a nugget when he introduced her to Dave, right guys? And he looked back at her for some reason. I have to look back at that skit, but I need to see more. And then I can have my final take on that, all right? But that's a good question. And Lee says, or if she tells him the truth, if he's a man of God, he will say, you know what? Thank you for telling me. That's your past. Let's move. Exactly. That is what I'm trying to say. But people were getting mad at me because I am here saying the right thing. You know what I mean? She should get ahead of her situation. Don't let nobody tell your story a second time. Shayla did that, and look where it got you. Anthony kept a grudge and hold that over her head the whole entire time. You know what I mean? So now I think it's best for them not to do that anymore. So I think if she learned, that is why I said she need to get back in the word. Hi, Eklund. Good evening, Goddess, Angela, Lee, and Sanata. Gigi, you're doing such a good job, guys. Sansasha, Sharon Terry Ann is going to marry Anthony and Denisha. I thought you see me and me gonna marry them, or was it the thing? Yeah. Terry Ann is here, but I spoke to her this morning. Said she going to church. She would have called me, but I think she went to the jerk fest today. Yeah. I don't get to go anywhere. Seriously, I'm home. Yeah. Sharon is why Dave. Sharon, why is Dave with Amber? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not the writer, so I can't tell you. But he says God sent her. That Amber is different. And he says he loves her. She says she loves him. Did she say she loves him? I can't even remember. He said he loves her, so I don't know. The mother says she can see them love each other, right? So let's see what happens. But it would be nice if she and Anthony come to an agreement, or she and Anthony get to go away together, and they just put all the cards on the table. Either they get back together or they just leave as friends. And he just say, you know what, I love you, but I'll set you free. I'll give you what you want. Someone thinks that Denisha and Anthony are going to get married. That would ruin Shayla's crazy. Yep, that would definitely. Charity says he's with Amber because Amber must be cooking and old in the house. Don't LOL. That's what Charmaine told us. I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know to look at it, just get any nuggets from it. No, I haven't seen that as yet. Move your head a bit to the right. To the right? There? Why? Um, Brooke is in love for the first time, and her parents needs to just show her some love and talk about her future and going to college. She will meet other young men in her life. It's just getting started. Exactly, Gigi. But did she tell them that Isaiah cheated on her? She should have a conversation with them so they can know what's going on, so they can give her the right advice, right? Eklund, Dave's sister don't know nothing about Amber, and she is sending this girl to go embarrass herself. And if Dave's sister get between Amber and Dave, she's going to be sorry. Who says that? Sanita says, oh, Sanita, you start sound like Arrow. I miss Arrow. Angela says, Sharon has planted a seed in Tamara head. Yeah, Shayla has planted a seed in Tamara head. Shayla thinks Wayne and Denisha are messing around. Yeah, I saw the title. I haven't watched it yet. Gigi says, I didn't want the Dalton divorce, but at this point, they're gonna have to be huge changes with both. Yeah, I think so too. That is why they have them separated right now, to get them back together. A lot of people may not like to hear about that, but I think that's what it is. Unless it's either they're gonna get them back together or they're going to divorce them. But if they're gonna divorce them, why is it taking so long? We've seen, look what's happening to Libby and that guy. This divorce needs to happen now. Yes, true. But the writers don't see fit. They're throwing everything at us right now, guys. Everything they're throwing at us. The more I watch, the more I am convinced that Dalton, Denisha, and Wolfman, Dave are living in a fantasy world. Their situationship are an illusion. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, that's what I see too. Lee. Is it Lee? Oh, St. Michael's. Yeah. You sound like Hero too. Yeah. I agree, Sharon. Amber needs to go back to God and pray for guidance and direction. Exactly. Because doing this podcast, it's a lot of people say she should walk away. I said that too, that she should. But at the same time, she wants to do it. So if she wants to do it, then she has to make the right decision and let God lead her, and ask God for direction. That's what I think she should do. Brett Although Charmaine says Shayla is reading the Bible. Yeah, she reading the Bible. Did her attitude change? No. She's just reading words. Brit to reach out to Bianca and have a talk with her if she can't really open up to her parents. Yeah, sounds good, Gigi. I think she should actually tell her. So now they're gonna show Brooke spiraling because of a heartbreak with a worthless boy. Mm. You're gonna hurt, but you're not gonna throw away your future. There's gonna be other young men out there. Come on now. G, Melissa said, Gigi, I totally agree. G, yeah. Yeah, Gigi come up with good points. I totally agree too. Brooke, the knee is experience her first heartbreak. Yeah, she's experienced her first. She needs to be her father. She needs her dad. She needs Larry to be her father and offer guidance and support. I'm sure she's going to college tomorrow. Everything is set. Okay, thank you for that. I think she should actually tell Bethany because one thing I know for sure, Bethany may have a racist tendency, but deep down, Bethany loves her. I know that Bethany took her to the place when she overheard them talking about the prom night, and she get her the over-the-counter birth control, and a lot of you guys were against that. But you know what? In my opinion, I think she was doing the right thing, but she do it in the wrong way. Her mom is in her life. She's her mom too because she lives in the house with them. And I think Bethany can make that call, but a lot of you guys say she can't. But if the kid is living in my house and I know whatever, I will take her to the doctor and let the doctor do a blood test or whatever to see what medication is best for her body. You know what I mean? But her heart, to me, was in the right direction. But a lot of you guys says again, who am I to know? That her mom is in her life and the mom should know and whatever. But if she not live with the mom, she's living with Bethany and Larry. That's my opinion. So I wish Bethany had never called Brooke out of her name and actually be a more supportive mother role figure for Brooke. So that way, when she have this first heartbreak, she could actually come to her and tell her about it, and then she could help her navigate that if Bethany was a real mother, right? It look like Bethany need help there to herself. And then Senator say, you people saying today is Amber not mad when he says that Denisha is keeping Shayla baby daddy happy. People don't get it. Amber don't care. You don't love him. She moves on. So star it nothing for. I mean, I understand that they kind of talking where you just put there so Sonata. So you can delete that because that make no sense. Please rewrite that. What I was saying on the thing here, I didn't mention anything. If you really, when you notice I'm on the live with my co-host, I don't say much. I just say what I'm saying, right? But at the same time, I don't see Annette or Charmaine said anything negative about that or me said anything negative about that. Only thing I was harping about, should Amber tell the secret because it's bothering her. And I know a lot of commenters gonna just go over that. But I think that was really a vital discussion to have, and I mentioned that. So with that being said, with what you're asking, Sonata, is that I'm not mad about that. I think Wayne mentioned it. Says Shayla was disrespectful. Amber is sitting there, and then she wants to says, when Wayne says, "Oh, Denisha makes Anthony happy." Wayne was being messy there to Amber sitting there. Anthony is still Amber's husband, regardless they're in different relationships. She's still legally married to that man. Yes, they have a legal separation, but respect is due both ways. And Shayla was disrespectful to say, oh, you want me to show you how happy I used to make him? Amber sitting right there, and ear Wayne says, Amber, you must be really hungry for not saying nothing. And I don't like when Shayla is being so disrespectful, Amber is being quiet. But if Anthony does something, she can jump on him. Just like how you guys jump on him too, but no, you nobody a jump on Shayla. It is what, even if she move on, regardless, Shayla shouldn't have said that. I agree. Brooke, um, Anthony was never in love with Shayla. She was just convenience and easy. Exactly. That is true. Hi, Anil. Working on something for you. Okay, thank you, Anil. I appreciate that, Anil. Um, Sharon, me and you marry Dave and Amber. Okay, I know you always tell me that, Sonata. And then Anton, and then Anil said, let's see what can come up for you. Let's see what I can come up with for you. Okay, and Anil, thank you for that. Terrian is to marry Denisha and Anthony. Oh no, 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 she's not gonna do that. No. I'll tell her tonight if I get her. She's at Jerkfest, so most likely she's gonna go home late tonight. They curse situationship are not sustainable. God does not bless any mess. Exactly. You're absolutely right, and a lot of people are not looking at that. But you know what? Honestly, I would love to see how the writer does it. Or if they're going to let the Daltons them get back together, how are they gonna do it? But like how a lot of the viewers wants them not to be together, I think they're gonna do it that way for now. For Dave and Amber to be together, but they're going to ruin that relation. Either way, see, they're sending Evelyn to Atlanta. So let's see what happens, you know? Shayla is still hanging on the thought of living Amber life with her. Exactly. And that's, if you guys really look at the situation, Anthony's over Shayla. He doesn't, it's like a light bulb went off in his head when he was with Denisha. So I can see the writer does put the Daltons back together, but how they're gonna do it, I don't know yet. But for now, they're living their separate lives. So we're gonna just speak on that part for now until we see otherwise. But what I'm looking at with Shayla and Anthony, that's a done deal. They're not getting back together. He doesn't even, I don't even think Shayla turned him on anymore, spark anything with him. And it's like he's over Shayla. You know, until you move on, that person can just come as they like how they born. I wonder if I can say that word, naked, and you don't even, nothing stand up. You don't really get any spark from it. You don't see that with Anthony anymore. And he's been more, if you really notice it, they're making Anthony be more open with Denisha than he was with Amber. And as you can see, he put boundary in place, and he did not do that for Amber. You understand? Yeah. Shayla is still hanging in the thoughts of living Amber's life. Yeah, that's true. And O'Neill says Amber needs therapy first, or it will be a disaster. You're absolutely right. She does need therapy, because I can see O'Neill. I can actually see the insecurities, and she's scared and she's fearful of telling this man that she's with about her past. That's your past. And he has a past. He looks like he has a very deep, deep past. So I think a person like Dave would understand. But it should come from the arse's mouth instead of somebody who said it. That's my humble opinion. And you're right. She does need therapy. Even Dr. Anthony needs therapy. Yes, O'Neill, she do, but after the divorce, she can go. We need a divorce. That's what you guys need. What does the writer say? Santa says, Melissa says, Santa, people will never be happy regardless of what Amber does. If Buddy can date and live with a woman and her son, why can't Amber be happy? Well, I am going to answer that. Since you're on my channel, Melissa, let me tell you this. I'm calling a spade a spade. And if you guys are referring to me, just say Sharon, don't say people or whatever. So when you said people, I'm going to think it's me you're talking, so I am going to address this. So this is it. I am not saying Amber cannot have a man. She already cheating, and I'm calling it cheating because it's cheating. Yes, she's legally separated, whatever. Anthony's cheating too, and they're living their separate life because they're separated. And Amber is scared of telling her man that she's so much in love with. Oh, my man's tell me he loves me. I have bigger and better. So why is scared to tell him that you were a cheater? You cheated right up to the day of your wedding. Why is it so hard to tell him? Tell him. He should understand. So I'm not saying anything that it's better if that comes from Amber, and I'm not gonna keep on repeating myself. It's better if that comes from Amber. That's all I'm saying. And the writer bring that up for a reason. So you guys have to just look at it and be honest with yourself. In certain circumstances, I would have said no, she don't need to tell him. That's her pass. But since she mentioned it to Ernestine in one episode, and then she and Wayne spoke about it again, and Wayne says, oh, I'm going to keep your secret. No, baby, I don't want you to keep no secret. I'm going to tell with Dave myself. And that's where I stand on it, Melissa. Thank you very much for your comment. And then Michael says here, I wouldn't advise Wayne to do business with Dave, man. He is toxic like Mike. And you know what? Dave is a different kind of person. He has good energy. And he thinks of, and Wayne is like that too. Wayne thinks of business, but they does things professionally. You know what I mean? But with Anthony, deep down Wayne can't stand Anthony, so he will take shot at Anthony. As you can see, two man was speaking and the exchange number because Wayne was telling him that he has to get a marketer to market the podcast. And Dave says, oh, that's what I do. And the exchange number. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Wayne can work with Dave. Dave don't have to be best friend with Wayne. That's my humble opinion. Libby Terry still married. That's why he had her committed because Natasha tell him to. And then no, I haven't seen the scene because I need to go watch the scene so I can speak on it. But I heard allegedly that Kendrick slept with Libby and Libby is his client. So that makes sense. So I need to watch it to see if he really do that when he almost cost Natasha her license. Yes, that's true, Sylvester. Anthony can check Wayne about it. Side dish and Dave cannot do for Amber. Oh, yes, true. Anthony can check Wayne about Denisha side dish. And Dave can't do that for Amber. Okay. In corporate America, and I'm just being uneven here, I sure know says, if I have my boss says to me, Sharon, you need to be at a mandatory meeting at 7:30 tomorrow morning. No matter what time he calls me, I have to be there. I'm not going to call my lead and says, oh, by the way, I can't come because I have to make breakfast for my man. Make that make sense. And then my boss is going to call me. Which boss going to be irated and speak nicely to you? They're not going to be, oh, it's okay. Feed your man and then come to work after. I'll just wait on you because you're paying me to do my job. Make that make sense. Right? So that is why I'm saying there's a difference. There's a time and place for everything. And I would say this is all on Amber. If Amber was at the meeting, then Dave wouldn't be in proximity of the ladies. As Amber said to him, I don't trust the girls. And what she have to do is to trust herself and trust her man. If she can't trust the arm man around those ladies, then he wasn't meant to be for her then. That's my honest opinion. And I know when I speak the truth, you guys don't like it. Hi, Kim. God bless you and your family. Thank you, Kim. St. Michael says, I agree. Wayne is toxic, and I hope that Dave turned him down about any kind of business. Dave took his card because Dave said he's going to do it, and he's going to do it. Trust me, guys. They don't just put stuff in the skit and we don't think it's not going to work. Dave and Wayne is going to be in business together. O'Neill, yes, Amber still healing, but she needs to divorce ASAP. Buddy isn't one anymore. Dave is a breath and happiness, and Buddy says Natasha, Denisha is for him. Shayla needs to confess her sins to God. Pray for forgiveness. The devil knows the word. That doesn't mean he wants to change, and Shayla doesn't want to change. Nice, O'Neill. Can't wait to hear it. St. Michael says, how is Dave toxic? And who is saying Dave is toxic? St. Michael? Dave, KW, and, we are toxic and we have receipt. KW doesn't respect woman and Buddy isn't far behind. Sharon, how can people love someone and say racist, nasty things about the child? Pumpkin, I don't know. They just, honestly, I don't know. But to me, she does love her. But then, does I don't know. Because she shows us a different side to her. And then another minute, Bethany is going to change again and does the opposite. You know what I mean? So it's all over the place with her character, right? But she does show interest in Brooke, but then she says some nasty things, ghetto and trash and yeah, stuff like that. That is unacceptable behavior from Bethany. Bethany needs counseling also. Honestly, maybe she was bullied as a child, and that is why as an adult no, I don't think she was bullied as a child, come to think of it. Her cousin Charlotte is just racist as her, even worse than her. So I don't even know why she ended up marrying to Larry, honestly. But it is what it is. That's what they're showing us. She's a racist and don't even know she's a racist, although she's married and have a black stepdaughter. I think Brooke should tell her mother. Bethany is a mother figure. She's not Brooke's mother. Yeah, I know she's not. Brooke has said that Bethany has been speaking negative things over her from child. That's not love. Hi, Sharon.
How are you?
Oh, hi, sweetie. How are you? You look pretty.
Thank you.
You guys having a wedding?
Yeah, it's my niece's wedding.
Your niece?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I wasn't invited, eh? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. They look very pretty in the outfit.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay, bye, darling.
See you.
Okay. Anthony say sorry, Dalton. Anthony, sorry, Dalton is going to sorry when you find out that Daddy Wayne, that he tells everything, go do him like this. Tamara has asked Anisha if she's messing around with Wayne. I wish she had stopped listening to Shayla. Yeah, that is why Tyrene, I said, then Tamara needs to move away from Shayla right now. Shayla is going to be Tamara downfall. A wise man will never claim another man's wife as his own. That shows that he lacks wisdom and judgment. That is true, St. Michael. And Wayne mentioned it not in that same statement, but it's similar to what you're saying. He says there's a situation going on with Amber and her husband Anthony. And remember, Amber is a married woman. That's what he says to Dave this morning. And of course, a lot of people look over that because nobody can stand Wayne. Dave is moving in the flesh. He's not asking that for wisdom. That's why I don't care for him. Oh, I thought you liked him, Gigi. Nice to hear that from you. Well, both of them need to get in the word. That's all I can say. Not you, Sharon. Okay, so not. I said this earlier that Wayne is in his feelings. That's why he likes to throw shots at Amber. He is the number one messy person regarding that podcast. All right, thank you, Gigi. And St. Michael said it isn't Buddy doing the same with Denisha. He says she's a Dalton now. No, he did not say she was a Dalton now. No, 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 no. Go back and watch that tape. He said she is, I must get his right word. He says you're of the Dalton household now. That's what he says. You're of the Daltons household. Yes. He and Amber has not gotten a divorce yet. Exactly. So Amber is still legally Mrs. Dalton. Denisha is not. Oh, hi dear Terrian. How you doing, darling? Oh, it's Jerkfest. I'm here telling the people them say you went to church and then you went to Jerkfest. Did you get to go? Sonata, don't worry. You will get your invitation to the wedding. Which wedding, Terrian? Hi, Terrian. Oh, Terrian, when am I seeing you? Shayla is her best friend, and Shayla don't have no respect for Amber or Anthony March. Exactly, Rhonda. I saw all your messages today. I read them, but when we have the panel and they, three different ideas, and I guess we read some, right? I hope. So that's why I come on to just do a one-on-one with me and you guys. I guess O'Neill gone. What's going on? Sabrina saying, I just came on to clarify the situation of why I was the way I was about Amber. I think Amber should be the one to out herself to Dave. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as everybody think it's going to be. I am not at the Jerk Fest. Where are you? Because I don't see you. Gigi says, yes, Dave is moving. Oh, maybe you're still at church, Terry? Is moving as a single man into a married woman, like Nisha is single, moving on to a married man. Okay, and Sonata says, Shayla never tell Honeypot nothing to go. Denisha will, and Denisha and Wayne get together. What she's going to tell Shayla. I believe too much has happened to bring Amber and Dave back together. Rhonda, they're the writer, right? And they can write anything. But right now, Dave is here to say thanks to O'Neill. We can all blame it on O'Neill. O'Neill write those nice music for Dave. So Dave has become a popular. Okay, I guess we have to go over to O'Neill soon because he's going to be live, I guess. O'Neill TV, every character in SkitLanta needs therapy. Exactly, Gigi. Do you think they're going to try to get Anthony back with Shayla? No, Sabrina, I don't think so. Because they're showing us that Anthony has actually moved on from Shayla. If you really look at the interaction between them, Shayla doesn't face him anymore. If Shayla sat clean, Anthony is next. Ed is going to rule him again. You think so, Sanata? I don't think so. I hope they give us a scene with that and see what happened. Just to test him. I would test him. If I were Shayla, I would test him to see if I still got it. That's my honest opinion. The first day Amber lip touched Wolfman, Dave lips, Amber has been spiraling downhill. She is very reckless and anxious about Wayne and Wolfman Dave. Wayne warned her about the consequences. Yes, he did warn her about the consequences. Hold on. But Denisha leaves him for Wayne. So, I can see that happening because she's thanking Wayne again for having her back. Oh my goodness, those writers are messy. That's all I'm saying. They're gonna make Denisha, Lauren, Delicia a star. The writer and Shayla, and the writer will not allow Amber to be happy unless she is in a miserable marriage to Buddy. Buddy will circle the block to Shay if Denisha leaves him for. Okay, nope, I don't think so, Melissa. I know you guys want to think that way, but if they're going to change him and do redemption and power of forgiveness, that not gonna happen. Trust me on that. Or they're just gonna be Amber if they ever get a divorce. The one thing we must say right now, will they? There is bees flying around, and I'm scared of bees. Oh, yeah. The writers need to give Shayla her husband. Anthony is Shayla's husband. No, she's not. Stop it, Eklund. Just you stop it. You are Anthony's wife. That's why I stopped watching Sylvester. Wayne won't allow Amber to be happy with anyone. It causes problem for her in the marriage. Guys, I keep on telling you, guys, is not the writer doing it. You guys are the one doing it. Just like what Anil over there doing, making nice music for them. That is what happening. Stop blame the writers. The audience is the one causing the problem. If Amber is doing something wrong, please call her out on it. And if you guys are not liking it, they will change it. Trust me. But who am I? Sharon is to start cleaning or put the maid uniform on. She got Anthony right back. Oh, please, she won't. Anthony over Shayla. Plot twist. Wayne invites Anthony to invest in the podcast. We'll see. Buddy. I don't think Wayne should let him invest, but you never know. That's a good plot twist, St. Michael. Buddy should have been transparent and loving to Amber as his wife, as he is with Denisha. Look here, Melissa, if Amber tell Anthony she wants him back and push on, he will take her back in a heartbeat. Oh my goodness. I think that's my humble opinion. He chose not to love his wife as Christ loved the church. Yeah, he chose not to, and she does the same to him. Too. She chose not to love her husband. Anything you can say for Amber, for Anthony, you can say it for Amber too. So this is why you guys have to blame yourself. You're the one doing it. Gigi Eklund, I disagree. Shayla assaulted the man in order to lay with him. That's beyond disrespectful. For in to the end, up to the exactly. That she's the destruction of the marriage, just like how she end on a Pat and Wayne. Anybody around Shayla. So Shayla need a lot of repenting to do too. All of them, even myself. So me I go repent too. Amber do want to hold herself accountable. She doesn't want to admit to herself that she's too was a cheater. Yes, Sabrina, she needs to. If it's when I look at the character, because you see, you have to get into the character. And I'm studying Amber and I'm getting to her psyche. And she mentioned that situation. And Wayne have the nerve to say, oh, he doesn't know about us, eh? Not to worry, I'll keep our secret. She needs to nip that in her butt. Tell Dave nobody hold anything over you. I would like Dave to introduce Evelyn to Wayne. He doesn't need to do business with him. So Anthony's love over the moon with Denisha. He's not in no love with no Denisha. But he is believing. He's living in a fantasy world. Hi Nancy, I miss you. Where's Terian? Oh, there's Terian. The reunion of the Dalton is in full action. I just buy my dress for the reunion. I know it, darling. See, me have on my nice royal blue top here. Yeah, my nice royal blue top here. I'm wearing it. Yes, and then my little, me know if I the whatever drop on the front of my thing here. My breast them always seems like them eating some food with me too. Please hit the like button. Okay, you guys doing very good today. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Anthony is lost enough for Denisha. When he gave Amber a divorce, I'll believe he's ready to move on. Yeah, I would believe that too when he gives her the divorce. But I think he will give Amber the divorce if she takes nothing, because he's very happy to spend and give away his money to everybody else. And what I don't like with him is that Amber was nothing to him. So it is what is it. Just give her the divorce. Let's see what you guys are saying. Nancy says, please like, share, and subscribe. Support. Thank you. Oh, Nancy, I saw that you met Krishana. You went to our Shana. You went to our restaurant. Oh, was the sweet potato pie? I love sweet potato pie. So tell me. My mouth is running water already, as you can see. Nancy, oh, was that? And I saw the oxtail. Oh, was the oxtail, Nancy? Nancy Honeypot is stupid when she sees Denisha and Wayne. What is she going to say? I'd love to hear that. Hi, Nancy. It's early. Only a matter of time before Wayne crossed the line with Denisha. I know, eh? I can see that happening because I saw that on the porch and even at the car. Melissa was the backbone of the business, yes? Dave, man, business has not been the same since Fry he fired Melissa. I question Wolfman, Dave business. Okay. And Gigi says, in reality, you have to have some trust in relationship. Just being around women shouldn't make you insecure. Exactly. It's true. So Amber does need therapy. O'Neill was absolutely right. And KW will backstab body. E proven he doesn't care about others' feelings. Amber shouldn't entertain the Slithers relationship podcast. She should have her man around them either. Well, she tell him says he can have other people to do that, right? But Dave is telling her he wants to do that. So we'll see. Shouldn't the two businessmen work together? They don't have to worry about what female thinks about. They're just doing business. So Amber just have to understand that too. Yes, you don't trust them, but you have to trust your man too. You have to build up some trust. So it's best for her to get help. How many women want their sons to be involved with a married woman? I wouldn't want my son involved with no married woman. I think it's Lorraine. Your time is up. I know. Brooke told Destiny Bethany has spoken negative to her. Yes, I remember that. You told me. Because I never watch it. You guys tell me. Gigi said, no, Sharon, I've never liked Dave. He crossed the line with Amber. That means I'm really up. Oh God, you guys have lots of comment and oh wait there. I was way up. Nancy says, call Dan. And Saint Michael says, why can't Amber relationship last? She deserve a loving support. That Sylvester is saying, Melissa is saying this. She deserve a supportive partner also, but it is with Denisha now. Nobody is saying that Amber isn't supposed to be happy. I'm not saying that. I'm saying Amber should tell her man. That's her man. Nip it in the butt. Don't make nobody hold anything over you again. You see what happened with Anthony. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Stop taking it out of context, guys. Come on now. This is why it is. So I'm blaming you guys for whatever is happening to Amber. I'm gonna blame you guys. Yep, I definitely want her to get 80%. You want her to get 50, I want her to get 80%. That she don't have to be all into no man again. Terrian is not alone. Team healing. Yep. Hi, Suzette. Yes, they need team healing. But for Anthony, and guys, you guys have to pick up the nugget. Wayne is mentioning Amber is Anthony's wife again to Dave. He even meant, come on. You guys have to just pick up the nugget. I don't know if they're gonna make them get back this year, or is it gonna be the end like December or maybe early next year. So 2027 wedding is gonna be in full swing with the Daltons, Gigi, Sabrina, all of us will be attending, and of course I'm the maid of honor. No, I am gonna be the pastor that reside over the wedding. Don't you see that shorts that I did with the wedding? It's at what? It doing very well. Mm-hmm. So I guess I should do a divorce one. 22 likes, 24 watching. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for hitting the like button. I guess we have to go over to O'Neill now. Let me go see. O'Neill will have some niceness over there. Gigi says, Loredana says, nobody wants any of those ladies. You think so? Oh my goodness, those skits are toxic. Nancy, you guys cost it. Stop saying that. They're doing exactly what you guys wanted. Oh my goodness. I love you guys. Thank you guys for jumping on with me. We're going to just go over to Oni Live right now to give some support. And I will catch you guys in the next upload. I'll think I will try and do, I'll watch, what's her name? Our little baby Brooke. I'll take a look at it and then I'll give it a fair review. Okay, guys? And of course, Bethany and Larry. Bye for now, everyone. I'll catch you guys in the next upload. Have a good evening. Thanks for all your support.